been one hell of a day.
I like your different gorilla hat.
This is my boss hat.
Your boss hat?
Mm-hmm. Welcome to... We didn't do an intro last week, so...
Yeah, we didn't.
Welcome to During Business Hours. We appreciate you. We like you. We love you. If you hit that comment... God damn it. Welcome back to During Business Hours, where we love you. We like you. You may even say that we're addicted to creating content for you. Hit comment. Hit like. Let us know how you feel. Let's get to it.
One of these days, I'm gonna be so excited if that ever makes it part of the intro.
Oh my! I bet you that Alan, my main editor, Alan, you've seen some of the work from the last one, right? Mm-hmm. The funny. You saw that?
Yeah, it was kind of hard to get past, like the last episode with my heavy breathing. But I was like...
Did you not see the edit then? I'm wearing the same shirt we recorded in last week. Damn. Sorry, get me out of my cage.
Mine's blue today.
And it was green before.
Yeah. Fair warning. My entire wardrobe is Hawaiian shirts.
Why?
It's a big guy thing.
Well, I'm a big guy. I don't have any Hawaiian shirts.
Maybe you should get some Hawaiian shirts made for your business.
I used to have neon green polos.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like the thing. Weirdly enough.
Treat me like white tees. Don't get me dirty. Love on me.
That was so fucking good. That's so.
Try to get these.
You clip that and you put that on your page. It's like work.
I'm gonna.
That is.
You need to send it to me.
You don't. I sent it to you, so you just take a clip on YouTube. There's a little button that says "Make a clip."
Oh, really?
Boom, clip, boom. That's it. That's all you gotta do.
I'm gonna go back to on dating profiles now, and I'm gonna add that as my profile.
Clip.
Yeah.
Work. I'm gonna watch it again.
He's probably gonna do it again. I did the face earlier when I was talking to you about it. I kind of just looked at the camera.
It's just that you have that face for it. It's prime. It's prime energy. That's what that is.
Prime energy.
It's primal. It's just hilarious. Like. Chad bullshit. I love it. I see that shit on TikTok all the time. I'm not the the alpha man protocol bullshit that the whole what's that thing that the Gen Z are talking about? What are you stupid fucking kids talking about all the time?
Like primal, is that what you're talking about?
The alpha brain trend, the alpha trend, like the brothers that got arrested Romania, blah blah blah.
Is it
Tate
Logan?
Trend? Yeah, the Tate Trend.
The Tate Trend?
Yeah, the Tate brothers.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's not like they're all like anti-women rights. Nobody's saying anti-women. Nobody gives a fuck. We're just saying how things used to be. It was a lot calmer, a lot more normal. Like wife and kids at home, loving life, husband working, enjoying life. It's a harmony. It's fun. Eventually, you got a wife.
Maybe. We'll see.
Don't you have a Hispanic mother that's got, like, people in Mexico or
no
where they're from?
No.
No?
No.
They have no aunties, no nothing?
I mean, yeah.
Ask her to set you up.
It's too far away.
Why?
Dallas, Texas. I don't want to drive.
You don't have to drive. Call your mother and say, hey, do you have any friends who have daughters that are of age? They're looking to meet a man, come to America. Boom. Loyalty.
If I'm going to do that, I might as well, if I get my contract in Baghdad, whenever I have like my 30 days off.
No. Baghdad's a whole different beast.
No. Whenever I get my 30 days off in Baghdad.
Where are you going to go?
North Korea? I mean, not North, South Korea. South Korea.
One more time for the camera so we can pick that up.
South Korea.
Oh, okay, yeah. Just so we're clear.
Or Japan. Vietnam.
There was a Joe Coy reference once on the different sounds of Asian Americans make or Asians make. And every time somebody says Vietnam, I just think Joe Coy would say otherwise.
Look at this. Every culture, every race, every ethnicity is in here, hanging out, laughing, good time. They don't care. Good time, bro. They don't give a shit.
Nobody gives a shit. I've spent a lot of time in Korea. Not a lot. A year. But God, that's correct. From the youngest, fastest talking, who's like this is how they speak, and that's the fastest. Oh, America, we love you. It's the best. Mm-hmm. Everything is long and drawn out. It's the best. And then it goes to like Japanese people visiting, and they're just like, I don't know you. Everything is like something stuck in their gut.
Right.
But these people we have in town here are the nail people. And they talk, hey, so, you clean your feet like that too, you know? It's always, you want some pumice stone, you want the feet with the wax too, how you do, you want that too?
Exactly how he said it, that is like 100% accurate. 100%.
Yeah. It gets better. He's my favorite comedian for sure.
I've only seen a few of his stuff.
Just a few. I think he's got 2 on Netflix. It's one of those things to burn the time. I've been watching a lot more TikToks. I'm not usually a TikTok guy, but I'm trying to get myself into the mode of posting to TikTok so that I can then be out on TikTok as a Gen Z. What's up? Sorry, I had to step out for a customer that I'm pretty sure was not so happy with the service I provided. Quoted one price, one service. He comes in, drops it off. Hey, this is what it's going to be. It's going to be a glass only on an Apple Watch Series 5, 44 millimeters, LTE. Great. $129. I know it's underpriced. Shut the fuck up for a minute. I charge that price because everyone out here charges $250. And why not be the most ridiculously underpriced person if I can get it done in 25 minutes? And yes, challenge me. I can get it done in 25 minutes. Except he comes in and the OLED is busted. So then I have to give him a new quote. $169. I make $40 for 15 minutes. Again, 15 minutes to replace this. I have to say it like that because there's so many other repair guys who watch this and I'm like, hey, that's not possible. And then I've had to send videos out before because that's not exactly how it's supposed to be done. That's not exactly how long it takes.
Seriously, they're like that?
Yeah. This industry is full of a lot of, everyone thinks they're the top of the hill, like there's one guy, Chris, I respect a lot. He got into social media. We did an interview on the podcast actually. And then he blew up on TikTok because he was making videos with his daughters and stuff. So he got like 50K followers on Facebook and 100 and something K on TikTok. It seems like he's steady where he's at now. No more crazy growth. We got people like somebody else, I'm not even going to give name, somebody else I interviewed that kind of blew up for a while and then just went real shitty with it, charging X amount of dollars for any advice or thought he was king shit. And I'm like, there's humble and then there's cocksuckers. Like, cool, I get it. You got to play the part. Whatever got you blowing up kind of did the thing to try and incite the progress.
Right.
Well, like, I do this because I like it. Eventually I can make money on it. Cool. But this is my outlet to bitch about crazy people. So, like, Linda's back in the news. Again.
Again?
For
what?
Julie dropped off her iPad at my house the day after we recorded. Not here, at work. At my house at 7:45 in the morning. Nobody's awake. 7:45. I'm not awake. My kids are mostly asleep except for my daughter who's going to school, my wife taking so everyone half are awake.
Thursday morning.
Yep, at 7:45 a.m. And nobody's really like up and about except for the people going to school. Sure as shit, I get up. What do you want? Oh, you need to fix it. No, I don't. I told you I wouldn't fix it. I would shoot it. I would happily break your iPad if you brought it back to me. And she's like, you weren't being serious. I still have the iPad. It's not fixed. I'm not fixing it. It only charges with $120 worth of chargers. You have to use a super fast charger because I'm pretty sure she's been using the aftermarket shitty quality chargers her entire iPad life. Mm-hmm. And you try and tell people, only use the decent ones I sell, even if the ones I sell aren't the highest quality because I can't sell Apple parts. I can't sell Apple accessories. And it causes a problem. I don't know. I can't tell you that because you've used it for so long with so many aftermarket parts and so many aftermarket cables, like dollar store 10-foot cables. It's more likely that you've broken it over time and I'm just seeing the problem now. And it's funny. She's like, well, I bought 10 chargers from you in the last 2 months. And I'm like, yeah. But those 10 chargers worked for every other customer. I've not had one return charger except for Linda. Mm-hmm. I've probably sold at least 3,000 chargers just this year. easily 3,000 chargers.
Nice.
It's every day, 10 chargers. Yeah, because we got 2 months left at least. Fucking crazy amounts of charge. Everyone needs a cable here. All the people passing through, everyone needs a cable. But for some reason, she's the only one who can't use them. It just doesn't work on her iPad 12.9 inch, and she's the Crisco lady. The Crisco lady with the oiled up, whatever it is, snaps the charger. That's her. 10 chargers. So I was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to Walmart, and I'm going to get you one of their protection plans on their chargers. So I spent $129 this morning on charging cable, 2 meters, so 6 feet, and a 67-watt charger, $109 plus $7 in protection plans. She's got to activate the protection plan, and she has to go and return it, so she never has to come back here. Yay. Problem fucking solved. Hopefully.
Talk about going above and beyond for your clients.
This woman, I swear, if I'm not in the will yet, I need to be.
You ought to be.
I ought to be. There should be a fucking morsel in the craziness that is this woman's life. She's taken up so much real estate in my memory lately, her and her daughter. And then Wednesday's vlog will have her. God, it's so weird. Because I told you my editor didn't put the juicy bits in. He's going to put it all in next week.
Fun.
What's your craziest customer? What crazy customers do you get?
And that's
Hard to work with customers. Feel free to embellish a little.
I mean, honestly, all my patients have been really chill. I haven't had like just over the top, outlandish people just being like, "Oh my God, this is so crazy." I did have somebody; they weren't a patient of mine, but when we first started the business, and we were posting stuff about it, and we were like, "Hey, you know, we do vitamins, we do IVs for hydration. People don't have to go to the hospital. They don't have to call if it's not an emergency." To be clear, if you have an emergency, go to 911, go to the hospital, like by any means, but just like simple rehydration or general health and wellness, recovery, you know, trying to recover from the flu or want to prevent the flu. And
What about things that need hydration? Like if somebody takes medication that says, "Hey, you got to drink so much water in the day."
100%.
That'll work the same.
Yeah. But still drink water.
Yeah. But what if it's
And-
hard for people to drink water?
Yeah.
Like I'm ignorant with water. I think I had a water bottle this morning. I finished it and haven't had a drop of anything except for that liquor. I know that's going to kill my psoriasis later.
Yeah, where's your bottle? Last episode you started it.
I did. I drank that whole bottle this morning. I should be doing 2 bottles every day, and I just haven't been doing so well. But it's hard. It's hard.
I mean, you'll get that there on them big jobs.
It's but I know that's going to kill my skin later. But
Hey.
it's so good.
You know what would help?
An IV.
Ah, you get me.
Yeah.
You get me.
I get you better than anyone.
Yeah.
I get it.
God. Love you.
Fucking Seth. Every time now I hear some random person say "love you," I just think of Seth because I've had the craziest fucking employees ever. I've had people that have told me in the privacy of my office they want to fuck me. I've had people that have told me they wanted to murder me. I've had people that have told me that they want to take me home to impress their parents, and people that have basically said that they wanted to cause me harm in so many emotional ways. But Seth is just that weird kid that for some reason can't stop telling other people that he loves them to an almost an uncomfortable amount. If he was to ever do ecstasy or MDMA, when I was a kid doing those drugs, they would make you call everybody and be like, "Dude, I love you. This is the best. You're my best friend. I'll fucking die for you. I'll be the best guy at your wedding. You'd be the best guy at my wedding." Bing, boom, 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 boom. You'd call everyone you loved. But Seth would grab a fucking phone book because somehow he's broken. And he just, everyone, "Oh, hi, living thing. Boom, dead thing. Love you. Boom. Hey, picture. Love you too."
I mean, I don't go to the extent of like that, but you know, I'm hanging around with my buddies, having a good drink. You know, we might be a little bit, you know, inebriated, and we're all like, "Oh, like I love you, man." Like,
I don't think I really like you. I really do. I hold love to a different standard. When I was growing up, my parents didn't say it to anyone. You know what I mean? So weirdly enough, I didn't get told like love you to your brothers was like the normal thing. But like I didn't get told love you to your neighbors or their friends over the phone wasn't a thing. So like to me, I cherished that. It's like when I say it, I really mean it. I'm going to go to bat for somebody I love. This kid said it to every single customer who walked out or in my door.
Really?
Every single customer.
I don't go that far to tell all of my patients I love them whenever they're done with their IVs.
Could you imagine how bad for business that would be?
Some might like it. Some might find it funny.
Well, see, especially in a small town. Yeah. But in California where I grew up, you're a weirdo.
Oh, for sure.
You're a weirdo.
For sure. I think I think that's just like a small town thing. But I mean, I feel like there's different levels to the I love you thing. Of personally, that's what I believe of. Like, there's different levels of where you can go with the I love you. Like, I love you, man, or like, I love this. I love this.
This is such an off topic for the podcast, but it's one of those things. Where do you, for your wife or your future wife, where would you put an I love you?
Honestly, I would just be saying off the wall, super deeply romantic things. Because that's how I would show love.
Yeah. You are Antonio Banderas of Woodward, Oklahoma. That's just like, everything would be so passionate. It would be an Old Spice commercial with diamonds. You know, all that stuff.
Right.
Yeah, everything's so bad. But so, like, with me, saying I love you to my wife that's it. That's the final. There's nothing greater. So, like, I love you to my kids. That's it. There's final. There's nothing greater. So, what do you have to offer anyone if everyone is on the same level? Where is the emotional growth? You know what I mean? How can me and you get to know each other better if you start off saying, hey, man, I love you?
I don't start off by saying I love you.
But there's people like crazy fucking kids like Seth that say that. So where are you going to grow?
Right.
How do you get to know somebody more if it's always like, love you, man? I don't want an I love you that's like a shoulder bump. You know what I mean?
Right.
I want it like, hey, man, love you, brother. Like somebody out of the ditches, you know?
Yeah.
Like shit like that. There has to be something. Especially when, like, I've had a lot, like I said, shitty employees. I had one guy who was with me the longest, Tiny. His real name's Phil. But that guy I fucking love. He had, as recently as 2019, a bit of a mental break. Had to take away some time, go back to working for like Amazon. He did laying wire and piping and made a shit ton of money. But he came to work for me as a computer tech where he did years before. But that guy has come and went so many times in so many of my little businesses to help me out for like no pay, little pay, or a lot of pay. Like that guy I'd take a bullet for.
Yeah.
And then you got employees like Jason Gardner, who is currently locked up in Sacramento County, who was great to begin with and always was the like, man, I really love you for helping me out with cash or like jobs or whatever, but turned out to be a fucking molester. And yeah, we didn't know until, God, 8 years later.
Right.
How many employees have you had?
Right now it's just me.
Just you. Well, how many in general?
One. Yeah.
Where's the girl that was working here?
Well, she was the one.
She
Caitlin.
was your one.
Yeah. So before that, it started with me and Adam, or Adam and I, however people prefer when it comes to English.
Hold on. English.
Adam
and I. Mm-hmm. Adam and me.
I'm sorry.
Adam and we. It doesn't matter.
I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry. Fuck, I don't care. I'm horrible with English. I don't care.
So just me and Adam first starting the IV biz, and it was still kind of, you know, slow, and that's something that like I've also told people, like when it comes to like me technically being the boss of it.
You're the co-owner, right?
Technically the owner. I'm the one who bought the contract.
So you bought it with Adam 50-50?
I bought it with just my money.
So you were the owner and he was like the co-sponsor.
He was there with me.
He was there.
I mean, he's the one who introduced me to the company and told me all about it. He basically drove me to go to Hydrate and then buy the contract. and he was helping me with all the other stuff I needed of like, if we were starting to get busy with patients, I could call him. He could come in, help me out. Like one time we got like a Myers cocktail party going, and I had like 5-6 patients.
What's a Myers cocktail party?
So it's like people come in for an IV, like a group of people. It's like an IV party, and then it's just a Myers cocktail. That just we put into the bag.
What do they do in the meantime?
Hang out, chill, have a good time. Just a group of friends.
So I recently had Optimaze in here. They're the ones that want to do the battleship and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They're also the ones with the signs, if you remember. But we won't get into that. That's an older episode. So they come in, or she comes in, gave me a bunch of ideas about how she does like parties. And like she's booked up Fridays and Saturdays, so she'll make all her money Friday and Saturday. You could do the same thing with that party, except make it fun. Where you're like offering real cocktails or fucking games, come on, like bridal party, post-bridal party, cocktail hour, the cocktail power hour, whatever.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like all kinds of little shit that you could do to make it fun. And I know you're not a clown, but you could be that doctor who pretends to be the clown while you're like, all right, let me get you needled up. And everyone's done, all right, now whoever can suck it down faster, and then give out drinks with little, you saw the IV bags at Twisters on their post on Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
They're drink bags. They filled them up. So you give them all little drink bags. And like whoever can suck it down faster, you're the winner at bridal party or whatever. And then you could do a bachelor, post-bachelor party. The cocktail power hour. Boom.
Yeah.
Music, IVs, snacks, board games. Imagine D&D while getting hydrated. The hydration event of the year.
That'd be a blast.
Oh, there's got to be a pack or a event or some type of book that was like hydro. You know what I mean? This week only, hydration with hydro. Boom, 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 boom.
Just watching Waterworld.
There you go. Kevin Costner in Woodward, Oklahoma. Little advertising shit like that. I get randomly a hold of ideas like that, and then I'll run to Canva and be like, post, Instagram, Facebook, blah, 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 and it generates.
Right.
But the returns are what you want, especially on small town like this. It's so hard for so many of these people to understand what SEO is. Do you know what SEO is?
Yeah, I know what SEO is.
Search engine optimization.
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah, we got it. So search engine optimization is for all of your Google backlinks, so that when I go to Google and I say experts, my Sacramento business comes up. This is my business called Love to Fix in Sacramento. That's how good our keyword generations are from across the states.
Oh my God.
I'm in Woodward, Oklahoma, and my Sacramento business pops up as number 1 in Woodward, Oklahoma. That's hilarious. The weird thing about having an electric car in a town of basically rednecks is that people get pissed off at me a lot when I don't move or do something to their liking. And I say I don't care. Now, if I had a newer model, I could use the outdoor speaker to basically talk to them through the speaker. In this small town of 10,000 people, I would love to fuck with them. So how would you, in your opinion, fuck with people on the road in a small town like this if you had no care in the world?
With an intercom system attached to my car?
No, I wish I had the newer one that had the intercom where I could play sounds out, because the newer X's and the newer Model S's, they have that. But I'm a 2018 model. I don't have the outward speaker. I'm going to get an upgrade for the CCS retrofit, which is basically a charger that I can charge on all the aftermarket chargers. And so I can go to Gore's and like little places I can charge up real quick, because man, the idea of only hitting like 4 or 5 places have really pissed me off. And now I'm like, I need to pay this extra $1,200 to get this done. So my wife had mentioned, why can't you get a conversion? Okay, let's try that. I looked into it. Boom, it's a real easy thing. Just go down to Oklahoma City, conversion done. But what would you do if you had an electric car and people honked at you all the time? Because people honk at me all the time because I'm either not going their speed or I'm staying at the speed limit because A, I'm afraid to get a ticket because fucking Overton. Or B, I'm not driving, the car's driving. So, like, it automatically drives me. So get off my ass. It's not me controlling this. It's going by the law. What would you do?
Doesn't even your older Tesla have like where you can change the horn? You could do. I'd probably do one that does like sounds like somebody yelling "Hey, hey, hey, hey."
I wonder if somebody's done that.
I'm sure they probably have.
Imagine hearing this horn at a light.
Hey, we got K rounds. Box with 30.
That's great. So today I dealt with a mother and a son. The son owns a Quest 2 headset. Would you like to see this Quest 2 headset?
Oh my God. What does it look like?
Okay. So a mother and a son come in. They never called us, never spoke to us. I get a lot of cockroaches out here in Woodward. I don't know why. Just so you know, this has already been sprayed and cleaned twice. See how yellow that head strap is?
Oh my God.
This is yellow enough to where I shouldn't be touching it. But that's not even the worst part. So I had to remove the faceplate to test it. That is the nastiest shit I could possibly... It looks like somebody urinated on this. They said that that's not what happened. I'm like, okay. So then what happened to the white hand straps? But basically, this is black. I wiped this down and I asked, what are you possibly doing to make the hand grips black? He's had this 6 months. The battery can't even come out. And he's like, I don't know why it's not working. I'm like, because it's practically, there's bodily fluids in here.
Yeah.
100%. 100% bodily bullshit in here.
Wipe it over here on this side.
Yeah, I'd be, if I had hand sanitizer, I'd give it to you. But they don't know what happened. I was like, well, is there a porta-john, or does the kid have his own toilet in his room? It's the only thing I could ask about. And they took offense. But this looks like a train of shit hit this helmet.
Yeah.
I was like, what do you do on it? He's like, well, I just like VR chat. And I'm like, okay. How old are you? 15. I was like, okay, so that works. VR chat works. There's a lot of sweaty things that happen in VR chat. I can only imagine how this child has sweat so much of his bodily essence into this VR headset.
God.
That I have to fix because it won't charge anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And he's been without it for about a month, and he had it 6 months previous. He got it in March, so yeah, 10 months. And now, when I made the joke, the mother was like, how dare you? That's so unprofessional. And I was like, well, how dare you not assume there's some bodily fluids in here? It looks like somebody has deposited decades worth of something into this. That's decades worth of discoloration. It's crazy. I've never seen anything. I get VR headsets all the time. I get shit that you would not expect. That's the worst from a 15-year-old kid.
God. Yeah, I need some like deep cleaning or something. Because this guy, the guy who's in the video, Shane Gillis.
I know Shane. Yeah.
He's so hilarious.
It's hilarious that he is hilarious. Oh, look at that.
Hey, it's crazy. Talk about what they used to do at your school to prevent drunk driving.
Holy
this is gonna fuck you guys up.
Oh my God. It was a program that our school put on.
Give her a gold star.
For about a...
This is not, hold on, just side note. This is not just their school. In California, everyone does the DARE, like the Moms Against Drunk Driving MAD class. They'd bring out cars that are smashed up from real drunk driving people, put fake bodies, choose people at random in the classroom, and then cut their clothes up, throw blood on it, make you act as if you died in a drunk driving crash. It was so crazy.
I forget like how it's fully started, but they would take a group of kids, kind of from every clique. Like, it was very strategic. They take like the popular kid, the band kid, like all that, and pull them out of school for a week. And there were tombstones in the side of school. You couldn't even call them. Like, their phones were off. Like, they made it really serious. So the kids really felt like they lost their classmates and their friends and, you know, these people they're around every day. And then on the final day was the ceremony. It was, they did a reenactment of the car crash, and they brought in like
they brought in a destroyed car outside, and you would come out and like,
and literally our friends were like laying there with like blood all over them. And
yes.
it was so fucking real though, like damn near traumatic. And again, on my birthday, so I'm sitting there in like a little tiara, like freaking out. And then after that, they bring you into the gymnasium, and there was a full funeral, and the parents come and they speak. There's people, there's other parents that come that have actually like tragically lost.
It was 2 days, not a week.
Children.
They didn't take these kids out of school for a week.
I was gonna say, like,
they took them out for 2 days, and it was more like, okay, you got free time because you studied above and beyond, and you were okay. You're doing good. People with more, I guess, popularity, you know, people who are recommended for the program always happen in October, right near prom. And you know what's so funny? I know at least 2 cases, and I will say this, that were in those reenactments that either one died, and I'm sure the second one got heavily injured in a DUI crash. It doesn't teach you anything. These kids need to learn from real experience. This scared straight bullshit didn't work on my generation. It's not going to work on theirs.
Right.
Like, and now people are like, oh my God, I can't believe you did that, because it didn't work. So they didn't proceed to do it. So if it doesn't work, move on. Find something else.
Like the DARE program about not doing drugs. People are still going to do drugs.
I got out of high school and I was like, oh shit, I got money. Oh, what drugs are bad? I remember the first time I did cocaine. I had told everyone I did cocaine so many times. I was like, yeah, I did it all the time. Yeah. And like nothing happened. I was just like, yeah, this is the best thing ever. Drugs are cool. In reality, I'm like, I'm going to fucking die. Drink water. Oh no, that's Molly. Okay. I need to move. I can't stop. I'm going to die. Oh wait, that's it. Okay. But I had done other drugs, and then it was like, nothing stopped me. You're going to do what you want to do. The point is, the consequences have to be more relatable to each person. Which is, that shit just pisses me off on a whole nother level. Dude, I appreciate you coming by, as always.
Yeah,
dude,
as
we
always,
gotta do this
dude.
more often. We'll see you next time.
All right.
On the During Business Hours podcast.
Life can be super happy, life can be super sad. I'm trying super hard to separate the good and bad. I go back to my future just to get to my past, but no,